What up? What up? What up? Welcome to the Layer Game, episode 186. This is the Average Man's Perspective on Football. I am your co-host Marcus.
I'm the GOAT. The GOAT. I'm the greatest of all time. Really? Yeah, undisputed. Undisputed.
Next up, we got Herman. Say what up, Herman.
Hey.
You are a hater.
Next up, we got Brian. Say what up, Brian.
Thanks for joining us.
I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me. They coming to see the Temptations. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
And last but not least, we got Mark. Say what up, Mark.
Good evening.
And me, I'm 56 years old. Damn! I'm sorry.
Before we get started, I want to encourage everyone to like, share, and subscribe, especially if you're watching on YouTube. You can catch us on Facebook in our Facebook group, Layer Game. We're also on X at the Layer Game 3, on Instagram at the official Layer Game, and on TikTok at the Layer Game 91. You can also catch us on the Average No Sports Network. We broadcast over there at the same time we broadcast here. So when we're done, go over there and check those guys out. They do a little bit of everything: football, baseball, basketball, MMA, WWE. They do it all over there. So going over there and check out the Average No Sports Network. Once we're done here, week 11 is in the books. We're about to go into week 12. Some teams their playoffs hopes are looking mighty dim. Some are looking mighty good. Not my team. I think Herman is hosting tonight, so go ahead and start with Herman.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're going to hit you off with some NFL news. We'll do a couple of hot topics. We will review last week's games. We'll pick the games for this week, and we'll give you our final thoughts before we get out of here. So sit back and enjoy the show. We'll throw it back to Marcus for his first news story.
Thanks, Herman. Michael Penix Jr.'s challenging second season is officially over. The Atlanta Falcons quarterback will undergo season-ending surgery to repair a partially torn left ACL he suffered in Sunday's loss to the Carolina Panthers, the team announced Wednesday. In corresponding roster moves, Atlanta will sign Easton Stick to the active roster and add Kyle Trask to his practice squad, Coach Raheem Morris told reporters. Penix was placed on injury reserve, which sidelines a player a minimum of 4 games early this week, as the Falcons said they were working through the medical process to determine the severity of the injury. Wednesday news means Penix's season ends 9 games into a tumultuous campaign that produced encouraging moments as well as ugly displays. The quarterback completed 60.1% of his passes for 1,982 yards and 9 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, but never quite established reliable consistency in his play, peaking in Atlanta's 34-27 win over Washington in Week 4, which came exactly 1 week after the worst showing of his career in a 30-0 loss to the Panthers in Charlotte, North Carolina. I should read these stories before I. We feel really confident he will come back stronger, Morris said. No doubt Mike is going to attack his rehab to get back to this team.
This is his 5th since going back to college.
Yeah. Yep. Fifth
they had mentioned that when he was
injury.
drafted, though, that he had a lot of injuries. So
Yeah. All right, I'm going to read our next story.
Kirk Cousins.
Yep. Hey, I guess it was
Like that?
smart for them to keep him now.
I guess it was.
Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll read the next news story. Jamar Chase's 1-game suspension for spitting on Pittsburgh Steelers defensive back Jalen Ramsey was upheld Tuesday, meaning the star Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver can't play Sunday against the New England Patriots. Chase's appeal was heard by Jordy Nelson, who was jointly appointed by the NFL and NFL Players Association. Nelson upheld the suspension, which the league had announced Monday. The ban will cost Chase his weekly paycheck of $448,333. He will also forfeit a $58,823 per game active bonus that he was receiving. The incident occurred in Cincinnati's 34-12 loss to Pittsburgh on Sunday. Video from Cincinnati's WXIX TV showed Chase clearly spitting in Ramsey's direction, which prompted Ramsey to throw a punch at Chase. At the time, officials did not spot Chase's action before ejecting Ramsey for the thrown punch. Chase finished the game. We'll get into a little bit of that later on.
They
All right,
should give him
Brian.
an extra game for appealing it.
Well, that's
You
part of
know, why even waste our But we, like Herman said, we'll talk about that later. But that's a good point, Mark. That's a great point.
Go ahead, Brian. You got the next news.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Approximately $200,000 in property was stolen from the home of Cleveland Browns rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders during a break-in Sunday, according to police. 3 suspects entered Sanders' home at about 6:46 p.m. Eastern Time, according to a news release from the Medina County Sheriff's Office. Surveillance cameras in the home captured video footage of all suspects entering and exiting different portions of the home. The suspects were wearing masks and gloves and were seen exiting Sanders' home around 6:58 p.m. Eastern Time with property belonging to Sanders. The incident is being investigated by the Sheriff's Office, according to the release. The break-in occurred while Sanders was making his NFL debut in Sunday's game against the Baltimore Ravens at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Sanders, the 144th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, entered the game in the second half in place of starter Dylan Gabriel, who was placed in the concussion protocol. In the past year or so, burglaries have taken place in the homes of multiple high-profile athletes, including Los Angeles Lakers Luka Doncic when he's with the Mavericks, Cincinnati Bengals Joe Burrow, and Kansas City Chiefs Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. In Sunday's 23-16 loss, Sanders completed 4 of 16 passes for 47 yards and threw an interception. He was also sacked twice. Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski said after the game, Sanders would start the next Sunday's game against the Los Angeles Raiders if Gabriel cannot clear protocol.
And I think they announced today that he will actually be starting on Sunday.
Yes.
So
Yes.
let all the overanalyzing begin.
Yes.
These stories, man. Like, okay, well, even Sanders could probably. These athletes don't live in gated communities.
I don't know.
Here's the thing.
And
Too many
the
people- too many
surveillance
people know where
camera,
they
was the
live.
alarm going off?
Right, like he had to have an alarm on. But yeah, I mean, you can find out where people live.
Yeah.
Is that
It's
easy?
not- yeah, it's like it's pretty much
Yeah,
kind
It's
of like public
difficult
record.
Yeah.
But I would think that
You
these
think
athletes
hood-
would
you
live
think
in
hood
gated
dudes
You can
going
find
out
out where
to-
you live. You can find out how much you pay for your house. You can do all that.
You think
Well,
hood
the-
dudes is going out to the county
Look,
registry and looking
It
up
could be
houses?
simple. It could be as simple as following the car. They can find
yeah,
out.
it could be that too. But the mastermind
You find out.
behind it is the one who does the research.
Yeah.
Then you
That's
get the hood dudes to go do the dirty work. And I mean, look at the times that they said. They entered the
Why is
house
the game?
at 6:40. No, not just that. They entered the house at 6:46 and were out of it by 6:58. That's 12 minutes.
With
They
$200,000 worth of property.
That's kind
That's
of
why I say
different
somebody
question.
knew. Somebody
that's,
knew.
that's precision when you think
I
about
think
it.
somebody been in the house before. That's quick, and you knew exactly where to
That's
go.
a
Which
possibility.
means it's a good burglary ring that's probably they know what they're doing.
But Marcus is right. It probably was somewhat of an inside job. Somebody told them where to go and everything.
I don't know, because look at all the
Hey
other
man, he
athletes
keeps the
that's been getting
jewelry
hit
in this
too,
room
you know what I
in
mean?
this safe. So
Look at all the other athletes that's been getting hit too. I think it's a ring that's all probably connected.
Nationwide ring because
They could be.
in L.A. and Kansas City.
Yeah. I mean, what they ripping off, it didn't take nothing to fly into a state full of job and fly back out.
you just pray they don't check your bag.
There you go. All right, Mark, you got the last news story.
Aaron Rodgers isn't practicing with his fractured left wrist, but the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback is not ruling out playing Sunday game against the Chicago Bears. He said that he's working on getting fitted for a brace that hopes to return to practice field on Thursday. And when it's time to make a decision about Sunday's game, it will come down to safety rather than pain management. Rodgers appeared to sustain the injury on the wrist on his non-throwing hand in the first half of Sunday's 34-12 win. He remained in the game, but eventually left in the third quarter in favor of the healthy backup Mason Rudolph. When exactly he suffered the injury is not clear.
All All right, something to keep your eye on, I guess.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
All right, so let's move into our hot topics. So our first hot topic of the week, I was wondering why didn't we do AFC and NFC, but
We can do both.
who is the best team in the NFC in your opinion right now? I guess we'll say. I will let Marcus start this one off. Marcus, who's the best team in the NFL in the NFC in your opinion?
I think it's very simple. It's the Eagles, of course. Absolutely, 100%. Philadelphia Eagles. They've beaten teams, playoff teams. They would be in the playoffs right now, winning records. And when they played, except the Broncos, they beat the Rams. They beat the Buccaneers. Who else did they beat? They beat the Chiefs. They beat pretty much everybody they played. They beat the Packers. The only team they haven't beat.
The only
would
two
be the
losses was to the Giants and the Broncos. They beat they beat the Packers. They beat the Lions.
Yeah. So they've beaten good teams. They haven't beaten up on tomato cans. They beaten on good teams. They one of the. I think they tied with what are they tied with the Rams for the best record in the NFC. So it's obviously them.
Well, they got it because they beat the Rams, so they're ahead of the Rams technically.
Yeah, so it's to me it's obviously them. Now who's playing better? I would say it's the Rams, but the Eagles are the best team.
Mark.
I'm gonna probably say it's three teams to me in my book. Seattle was one.
We didn't ask for three. We asked for the best.
Seattle was one.
That's not the question.
The Rams
definitely the goalpost.
And then
the
top team is the Eagles, simply because they beat the Rams. But I think the Rams aren't that far off with the Eagles. But I think the Eagles is a top team right now in the NFC. Despite their offensive woes with the wide receiver AJ Brown and so forth, they still winning up games and end up winning games and so forth. So yeah, and they beat the Rams on head-to-head competition. So I'm going to agree with you, Marcus. I'm going to say the Eagles are first.
Brian.
I'm very disappointed in you two. I was
About to be some
expecting
BS.
y'all to jump on that Rams bandwagon, toot your horn on the Rams, because I didn't want to say who is the best team in the NFC East. And unfortunately, I have to agree with both of y'all. I think it is the Philadelphia Eagles. When it comes down to record, when it comes down to head-to-head matchups, the Eagles have prevailed. There's always seem to step up, give them the opportunity to do what they have to do, and to be playing this bad as an offense and still winning gives you the opportunity to continue to grow and actually get that offense back on track like it was last year. So unfortunately, it is the Philadelphia Eagles. Save us, Herman. Tell us it's somebody else.
He can.
I definitely
Yes, he can. Thank you. Thank you.
The best team in the NFC right now is the Rams.
Dallas Cowboys.
Point blank, period. The Eagles are trending downward. Okay, their offense isn't scoring no points. Their defense is holding them in games, and they're barely winning games. The only reason, and we'll get into it, the only reason that they beat the Detroit the other night was because of Dan Campbell. Period. But we'll talk about that later. The Eagles are trending down right now. You can play it.
How can you trending down when you win it?
They're trending down. It doesn't matter. They're barely winning. We've seen this before. We've seen these teams who get hot right when the playoffs are getting ready to start, and those are the teams that you want to play. These teams that have peaked early and then they start that downward trend, they run right into a buzzsaw going into the playoffs, and they wind up getting knocked out in the first game. So right now, for me, the Rams, I would rather face the Eagles than to have to face the Rams if I'm going into the playoffs the way the Eagles offense is playing right now. Because all you got to score is about 21 points. And you don't have to. And if your defense can hold them down, you're good.
Herman, they scored 24-20, 33, 31, 21, 34, 21, 34. I'm sorry, I did that. 28, 38, now 10 and 16.
Yeah,
So they've been
trending
putting up
downward.
points.
So they're
That's
putting up
exactly
points.
what I just said. Trending. Oh, wait a minute now.
Herman,
A couple
they
of them
just put up
games,
38
a couple
2
of
weeks
them games,
ago.
a couple of them games, the defense scored and the special team scored. So
Because that means that's a full team. That's a full team.
That's what I'm about to say, Marcus.
The
That's a
offense
full
is
team right
trending
there.
down.
That's
Did
what
I
I'm
not
saying,
say-
Marcus. Don't you want a full?
Did I
just
not
like
say that
for
the
whole
offense
team?
is trending down? Did I not say that?
Yeah.
I did say
You
the
did.
offense is
You
trending down. Thank you. Thank you. You ain't
And
gonna
that
always
is true.
count
I
me
mean,
in
that's
front.
all they were talking about in Philadelphia is how bad the offense
Because
is playing. I mean,
it's
I
a
don't even
fact.
know if Saquon Barkley is still on the team because that dude ain't doing nothing.
It's a fact. So it's my opinion. When you look at a team as a whole, I think the Rams are the better team right now. They're scoring.
The Eagles
points.
beat the Rams. Though.
I don't care. That was week
They
2.
did.
Was it week 2?
That wasn't
It
week 2.
beat that was 2, I think 2 or 3.
was
Week 3.
It was week 2.
Week 3.
Week 3.
That was
three.
week. That was week 3.
Still same season.
This Eagles team is not.
I'm just saying
looking-
they did a good job. The first 4 games, they beat the Cowboys, the Chiefs, the Rams, and the Bucks.
The Cowboys have a losing record.
Pretty good.
They barely beat the Cowboys as bad as their defense is.
It don't
They beat them
matter.
24-20.
Don't matter. They won.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
But when you get into the playoffs, you cannot play football like this.
A win is a win. If you win in the playoffs, why not? You win in the regular. Why can't
You ain't
win in
going
the
to
playoffs?
get a win in the playoffs. That's my whole point. You're not going to get a win in the playoffs if you're trending down.
He's right.
Come
The
on.
offense is definitely going to have Marcus. If the only way that the Rams will lose to Philadelphia if Philadelphia gets home field advantage and if they're playing the cold. If they're playing in Los Angeles, they're not beating the Rams.
They're
Not with the offense they have right now.
And the thing is,
are they
we've
not number
seen
one
this.
right now?
We've seen this. We have seen this. We saw Dallas do it. They were hot, and then they started trending down towards the playoffs and got beat in the playoffs. We've seen other teams do it too.
We saw the
And then we've
Lions do it.
Yes, and then we've seen teams that were in fact, Washington last year. You went in as a wild card and went all the way to the NFC Championship because you were trending up, going towards the playoffs.
I don't think I can say trending down and they winning games.
You can't trend down. You can be winning games, but you cannot. Your performance cannot trend down, and you think that that's going to work in the
There's only one
playoffs.
performance
It's just
trending. That's
not.
the offense. That's the offense.
It's just
There's
not.
more than one.
It's not
There's
going
special teams and
to
there's defense.
work. We've seen
I
it.
disagree.
History has shown it. History
I
has
disagree.
shown it.
Well, that's
Even though
why
the
we
Rams
all
are my
have our own
even though the
opinion.
Rams are my Super Bowl pick. The Rams are my Super Bowl, but right
There
right
you
now,
go, right there. Those are examples right there that Darian just put in the chat. Those were teams that were high and started trending downward, and look what happened to them when they got in the playoffs.
Especially them Pittsburgh Steelers that year. Boy.
Shut up.
but they were trending down. The entire team was trending down for weeks. They went in losing. The Eagles are not going to
What
go
do you
to the
think the
playoffs
Eagles
losing.
are doing right now?
They're not losing.
They're winning. No. First of all, they didn't trend in losing. They didn't start losing. They might have lost a game here and
Steelers
there.
did. Yes, they
but
did.
They were not.
They were trending.
Well, yeah, the Steelers. That was different.
They started off hot, and then they went like 11-0.
They won like 11 games, and then just
Yeah, they totally started losing. But the bottom line is the Eagles. They still got to play Dallas. They still got to play Chicago. They got to play the Chargers. They got to play Washington. Well,
come on, bro. They
gotta
win
play
all them
Washington
games.
twice, and they got to
They
play
win all
Buffalo.
them games.
They win in all them games. So
Maybe not Buffalo.
When they
but
lose
win
Sunday, we'll have to
They're
lose
not
in
against
this
who, the Bears?
conversation.
They don't
Against
lose.
Dallas.
No.
When they lose Sunday against Dallas, then we'll be then I guess you'll see that they're trending downward.
You think they're going to lose against Dallas?
It's going to take that.
You really think they're going to lose against
It's
Dallas?
going to take that.
You really think they're going to lose against
It's
Dallas?
going to take that. That's what I'm asking you. That's what it's going to take.
Do we need to add a game to the picks?
No, we don't. They're going to lose against Dallas. Yeah, I said it here first. They're going to lose against Dallas. All right, so three Eagles and one real pick, the Rams.
I wanted to pick the Rams, but the fact that they lost to the Eagles is why I couldn't.
But again, it was so early in the season.
Good points. Yeah,
It's still the season. Doesn't matter when.
All right.
Marcus, you know it's different wins in the game. Teams progress, teams change, teams get better. You aren't really playing football until Thanksgiving. Is it Thanksgiving? Is when they say it's when it's real? When you are who you really are.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm not that worried about a quarterback who's only passing for 150, 170 yards, like, you know what I mean, in a game. They're winning, but that quarterback ain't doing it. So
they always get as much offense as they need every time. They get as much offense.
That's not how football works, and you know it. That's not how football works, and you know it.
They get as much as they need every time.
And Marcus, you do. I don't know if y'all remember that Rams game. You know they only won that game because they blocked a field goal.
I do remember. Okay, yeah, I do remember that. I do. Hey, special teams defense. They stepped in.
Yeah, I mean they did it, but it wasn't the offense. It wasn't the offense that just dominated. It was.
But it was
little
defense wins game. Defense wins championship.
When a player on his own team,
no, Marcus.
When a player on his own team is telling you that they're playing like trash, I think you might want to believe him.
You can't believe.
You might just want to believe him.
You can't listen to wide receivers.
Yeah, you can't listen to wide receivers.
Yeah,
you can't listen to wide receivers.
Sure you can.
They too far from the ball, Herman. They on their island, man. You can't listen to them.
All right. Let's move into this next topic. I read this news story earlier. Jamar Chase, like we said, you want to play the clip, Marcus? Or
hold on, wait a thing. I forgot to do that. Hold on.
Well,
okay, here we go.
I'm about to say, should Herman read it then?
Oh, I guess you can't really see. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
All right, so there it is. You saw the close up of it. It's right there. Jamar Chase was suspended for one game for spitting basically in the face of Jalen Ramsey, and Jalen Ramsey punched him in the face and then got ejected. So we pose this question: is suspending a player one game for spitting on another player enough, or should it actually warrant a harsher penalty? I don't understand how he even thought about denying that he spit on him when it's clear as day in the video. You see it. I mean, it wasn't no little bit of spit. It was a
loogie.
Yeah, it was a loogie. It was just nasty. So I pose this question: should players get more than one game suspension for spitting on another player? I'll let Mark start this one off. You can probably stop it.
I was about to say, Herman, you don't think you should finish? I mean, you seem very adamant. You don't want to continue?
No, I'll calm it down. I'll go after Mark.
Okay, Marcus, you can let the clip go, Marcus.
Right, we've seen it 50 times.
Hey man, what are we talking about here? Are we talking about elementary? We talking about kindergarten? Oh no, we talking about grown ass men. This is ridiculous. Spitting on a person is disrespectful, unacceptable. It poses a health threat among other things, but you can't allow this, man. Heck yeah, it should be harsher punishment. It should at least be a 3-game punishment for it, at least. And of course, loss of money. But yeah, but for the NFL to even allow this to happen, the punishment has to be strict. You don't want to have more aggressive, disrespectful things happen outside of all this because of this. So yeah, you're gonna have to find a way to discipline this even more if it keeps on happening. This is the second time we've seen it this year.
Yep.
So yeah, I definitely am a fan of upping the punishment up higher, making it 3 games. And shoot, another thing about Jalen Ramsey, he grabbed the face mask first, and I think, man, I would have hit him somewhere where I know pass at. I'd have tapped him in the stomach or lower level, to be honest with you.
I think he pushed it up. Did he push it up and then hit him around the chin area?
Like, he tried to.
Yeah.
He tried to.
Yeah.
But that's just not acceptable at all.
That's why you keep that chin strap.
I do think it should be harsher penalties for that. Yeah.
I'm with you, Mark, and I'm actually thinking it should be 4 games. Spitting on a person is the most despicable thing that you can do. Like, it is the most disrespectful, vile thing to spit on somebody. And then I don't want to take it here, but to know and think about where our people have come from for you to spit on another person, and you shouldn't spit on anybody, but for you to do it to somebody of your own come on, man. Like, what do you? They always talk about this brotherhood in the NFL, right? And we just put on our pads, we go to war in between the lines, and everything's good. But bro, you can't spit on somebody and be like, we got a brotherhood. I would want to kill you, honestly. Like that's just. I'm serious, man. Like Mark said, I would have had both my hands on his helmet and would have tried to rip it off of his face for real. Like it would have been bad. Or I would have pulled my helmet off and tried to crack him over the head with it. Like it's terrible. And I'm not condoning violence, but when you spit on somebody like that, like Mike Tomlin said, you got to do what comes natural, bro. Do what comes natural. But I think the NFL needs to up these suspensions for that. It needs to be a 4-game suspension. It'll make you think twice before you do some stupid mess like that for real. Brian?
Yeah, I'm with y'all on this. You better not spit on me. Better not. No. And then the fact that you had the nerve to deny it. No, I ain't spit on him. No, I didn't. Are you insane? Insane, young man.
That was
you
crazy.
knew you spit on that dude. And that joke was huge. And I think I don't know about 4 games. 3 games. What I think is that I think that Jalen Ramsey deserves an apology from the NFL and from the wide receiver for doing what he did. In addition to that, I think that fine that he got and that money that he lost should go to Jalen Ramsey. I think it should be restitution for spitting on me. So whatever that fine was, what you say, $500,000?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That should go right in Jalen Ramsey's pocket. And that'll teach you not to spit on somebody on that field. And we may be over-exaggerating just because I don't know if that's just a culture thing in the NFL because, like you said, it happens all the time. Bama's always like spitting at each other or spitting on each other, spitting near each other and stuff. Yeah. I don't know if it's like that. And you don't see that in other sports. I don't know. I never heard nobody spit on nobody in baseball. I ain't never heard nobody spit on nobody in soccer. So I just don't know if it's something that the NFL players, if that's just the way that they're grown, or when you're in it or something, somebody else who's in the NFL would have to be able to answer that question. But nonetheless, I like Mark's thing. I think you should get at least 2 to 3 game suspension, and I think that fine money should go to the person that was spit on.
That's interesting because it's going to be a game. It's going to be a game check, so it'll vary depending on who did it. But yeah,
but them game checks hurt.
Yeah, they do, and that's why I said I said more games might deter them more, but 3 would probably deter them too. I guess almost to them like 1 game is nothing.
Yeah, shoot, that's $1.5 million he would have lost, Herman. That's
pocket
3 games.
Oh yeah, that's what. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. 3 or 4 games that'll make you think twice. About it. So it's Marcus. Go ahead. It's disgusting though, for real.
So my politically correct answer is yes. It probably should be more games. And for the more money, and you should also have to. NFL should make you perform community service. Go to the hospital and clean up some bedpans. That's what you really should do. Clean up some piss and some doo doo. Is what you they really should make you do. Go to the hospital and clean up some bedpans on a ward for like a week while you're suspended. As a matter of fact, of all the weeks suspended, every day you have to go to the hospital and clean up some bedpans. My politically incorrect answer is no, there should be no more suspension. They should, like in hockey, let them take the helmets off and just start fighting. Because that's really what happened.
There's a deterrent right there.
Yeah, that might be.
There's a deterrent right there. Like some of the Bama's can't fight. They just like to talk that stuff because they got that equipment on.
Yeah, just like throw the flag. Like, all right, take off your helmets. We give you 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes to scrap this out, and that probably put it into it real quick.
That would be wild.
just like in hockey. Okay, you got this amount of time to fight.
Wait a minute, Herman. Does that mean Dak would have had to fight Carter?
Yes.
Well, wait. If you're spit on, you get the you get the choice on whether or not you want to fight.
Hey, look. To make it even better, be like Game of Thrones. You have somebody fight for you.
Yeah, there you go.
I let my linemen to go in there and fight.
Right.
To fight for me. You got a little
that's
lineman to
funny.
get the wide receiver. Well, then that'll put it into it real quick.
I never thought of that because if you was a big dude, you just be spitting on every quarterback.
You
Like,
know?
yeah,
What you
let's
gonna do? You
go.
Look, I want to fight you.
Right.
Look, Dak would have been out for the whole season because he got the
But yeah, I mean that's absolutely disgusting. There's no place for it. 2 or 3 games and then suspension, and then every day while you suspended, go down they make you go to the hospital and clean up bad pants. And I bet you'll start spitting on people real quick. But you stop doing it real quick.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's man, like you said, those are just the times that we've caught it. It's been caught. It's
think
happening.
about what they're
more.
doing in the pileups trying to get the ball.
Oh yeah, I've heard bad things about that. All right, so those are our hot topics for this week. I guess maybe next week we'll do who's the best team in the AFC. Then we can do that next week. Let's roll into our games that we picked for this for last week. We had our first game was the Sunday nighter, the 2-7 Jet. I'm sorry, I meant Thursday nighter. Yeah, was the Thursday nighter. The 2-7 Jets were taking on the 8-2 Patriots. This one was I don't know. the Patriots won this one 27-14. It was kind of close at the half. It was 14-7, and then it just got to what it got to be the Jets. Leading passer for the Patriots was Drake May, 25 for 34, 1 touchdown, 281 yards. Justin Fields was 15 for 26, 116 yards passing with 1 touchdown. Leading rusher for the Jets was Justin Fields, 11 carries for 67 yards, 1 touchdown. And Henderson was the leading rusher for the Patriots, 19 carries on 62 yards and 2 touchdowns. Leading receiver for the Patriots was Diggs, 9 receptions, 105 yards. Michi III was the leading receiver for the Jets. Time of possession in this one, it was pretty close, about a 3-minute difference. The Jets had the ball for 28:04, while the Patriots had the ball for 31:56. I'll start this one off. I did pick the Patriots. The Jets winning that one game was kind of a fluky thing. They're right back to their losing ways. I have no belief in the Jets. The Patriots are really looking good. The Patriots actually have the best record in the NFL. I think they're 9-2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 9-2.
Yeah, so they have the best record in the NFL right now. They're susceptible to some things, but right now they are the best team. They have the best record. So I wasn't going to pick against them, especially with the Jets. So I picked the Patriots, and I got this one right. Marcus, who'd you have?
Yeah, I also picked the Patriots. It was an easy pick. Like you said, the Jets are pretty much trash, and Patriots have the best record in football. The one thing you probably should be worried about with the Patriots is Drake May is the highest sack quarterback in the league right now. So the offensive line not doing a whole good job protecting them, so that could be where they falter. But right now, they're the top team in the NFL, so it's looking mighty good for them. So I picked the Patriots, and I was right.
Mark?
Yeah, I took the Patriots too, man. This was an easy win for them down the line towards the end. Travion Henderson, the rookie, had 3 touchdown rushes. The Patriots on a nice little pace, man. The Jets struggled on offense bad, except for that first drive. They went 72 yards in the first drive, but after that, there wasn't a threat in the game after that. But I took the Patriots on this one. They won.
And
what's that, Aaron? What'd you say?
I said back to their norm.
Yeah, like y'all, I went with the Patriots, the hotter team of the two. Do you know the Jets ran more yards than they passed? They passed for 100. I'm sorry, they ran for 140 yards. They passed for 105. How do you do that in a game? How do you do that in the game? Well, Justin Fields, who just got benched, very disappointed. That dude has so much potential. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But nonetheless, I did pick the Jets, and I picked the Patriots, and we were all correct on that.
Yeah.
Wait, so
Patriots on an 8-game winning streak right now.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Because they haven't lost since September. So Fields finally benched. What's his name is starting now?
Yeah,
Yep, Tyrod Taylor is starting this week.
So he must have got healthy, I guess.
Who, Tyrod Taylor?
Yeah, because they were benching Fields before, but Tyrod got hurt, so they had to go back to Fields. Remember we talked about it. I said they just can't even bench a quarterback right at that point. So.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into our next topic. I mean, our next game. We had the 3-8 Commanders. I'm sorry. Yep, the 3-7. I'm sorry,
Herman. Somebody's supposed to be
I
wearing
cannot find it. I am sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I will find it.
1 second. I'm gonna rush mine over there to him.
Right.
Look. I will find it, and next game, next show, I will wear it for 2 shows. I will wear it for
That's
2.
a good answer. That's a good answer.
Because I should have had it. I don't have it. I'm sorry. So I'll wear it for 2. The first 2 we talk about next week.
Mm-hmm.
That's if you don't pick wrong this week.
Right.
Well, yeah, exactly. I may wear it 3. Yeah, I may wear it 3.
Anyway.
So we had the 3-7 Commanders traveling to the Dolphins, the 3-7 Dolphins. They played this game in Madrid, I believe it was.
Yes.
Yes.
This was actually a pretty close game. It was a good. I'm gonna say it was a good game. You know, it was a close game, and it went into overtime. So, if a game goes into overtime, you gotta say
why did it go to overtime, Herman?
You gotta say it's a pretty good game.
Why did it go into overtime, Herman?
I can't remember. I know something crazy.
Because Miami is stupid. Because Miami was kick a field goal.
Yeah, they
go for it on fourth.
That's what it was.
Okay, we'll talk when it's your turn. Okay,
I'm sorry, but they are dumb. Okay.
Well, I mean, Mike McDaniel, but it turned out to be a good game. It was, anytime a game goes into overtime.
Marcus, was it a good game, Marcus?
No.
Thank you.
Well, ain't none of the games been good for him this season. He don't even watch them. All right. So Tua was 14 for 20, 171 yards, and Mariota was 20 for 30, 213 yards with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Rodriguez was the leading rusher for Commanders with 15 carries, 79 yards. On the flip side, Achane, 21 carries, 120 yards. Leading receiver was Deebo Samuels, 74 yards, 7 receptions, 1 touchdown, and then Jalen Waddle, 3 receptions for 52 yards. Time of possession in this one, again, kind of close, 32-36 for Washington and 29-51 for the Dolphins. Mark, who'd you have in this one?
Yeah, I took the winning Miami Dolphins on this one. The Dolphins lean a lot on the running game on that. Tua did not turn the ball over. I got to give it to him. That's the key to Tua's success now, is not turning the ball over and giving the ball up.
Not letting him throw that much.
That too. Dolphins had a chance to win this game with a field goal, which happened, at the end of the fourth quarter. But Daniels decided to keep the offense on the field and couldn't convert on 4th down. Yeah. That is all you need to know about this ball game. They played hot potato on who wanted to win the game. No, you win. No, you win. No, you win the game. No, you. It was crazy. I took the Dolphins on this one.
Yeah, I took the Dolphins on this one too. I think Daniels was kind of like, I'm getting fired. I don't care anyway, because that was just dumb. Like, I remember I was watching it now, and I meant to write that down so I could remember it, but I was just like, what are you doing? Like, dude, winning the game. Like, what are we doing here? But it was closer. It was close as I expected it to be, because I tried to tell Marcus, Mariota is not a bad quarterback. If you get your run game going, and then who's your coach? What's your coach's name? Dan Quinn. He started calling your defense again now, and your defense actually looked better with him calling it. But yeah, I picked the Dolphins. I had this feeling that they would pull it out, and I was right. Marcus, who'd you have in this one?
Yeah, I picked the Dolphins. I had no feeling. I knew they would put it out, because right now the Commanders suck. Daniels is gone. Team is just trash. We got no good players on there. Shouldn't have got Deebo. It's just a cluster F.
Shouldn't have got Deebo. Deebo's been the star for y'all. What do you mean?
I didn't want Deebo. I still don't want him. Don't like him. Commanders
Bro,
suck.
what are you talking about? You're crazy.
So I picked the Dolphins, and of course I was right.
Can we get the fifth Beatle on here, please? Because this Commanders fan, he ain't working for the show no more. Okay,
Whatever.
he ain't working for the show. He's too defeated at this
You
point.
might as well take that W down in the back.
Yeah, for
Well,
real.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Let's take it down. All right, Brian. Let's see why you were crazy.
You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big cold-blooded dummy. You big dummy. See what you did? Oh, no, you big dummy.
Yeah, I'm a dummy because I believed in the Commanders. I can't believe it. And I went back and watched the show, watched myself saying it, and I deserve this platform right now. It was a terrible game. I don't know why I kept saying it's a good game. Man, the Commanders was 0 for 3, and the Dolphins were 1 for 5 in the red zone. They were 6 for 13 on third down, and the Commanders were 3 for 9 on third down. So neither offense really got itself on board. Herman is right. The backup for Washington is actually decent. Now, he's not going to win you a bunch of games, but he's definitely good enough to win you 2 or 3 games as a backup.
Moriarty, he's serviceable. He's
serviceable, but teams can't start game planning for Mariota. You know what I'm saying? If they start game planning for him, then it's not going to be that great, but he can get you a few wins. Mike McDaniels is just an idiot. He's just an idiot. Okay. I thought he was going to let me get this win. I thought he might have heard the show and said, man, I'm going to let Brian get this done, which would have been just as bad. I mean, I'm kind of more happy that they lost than if they had won. I don't even want to be smart on that type of premise. So, but I picked the Commanders, and that's what I get.
Yeah, that is what you get.
You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big cold-blooded dummy. You big dummy. See what you did? Oh, no, you big dummy.
All right, next game we'll talk about. We had the 6-3 Bucks traveling into Buffalo to take on the 6-3 Bills. The Bills won this one in a shootout. Can I say this was a good game? Was this a good game?
You can.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
This was a good game.
Yeah.
Josh Allen was 19 for 30, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on 317 yards passing. Baker Field was 16 for 28, 1 touchdown, 1 interception on 173 yards passing. James Cook III was 16 carries for 48 yards, and Sean Tucker was 19 carries, 2 touchdowns for 106 yards rushing. Leading receivers, Shavers for the Bills, 4 receptions, 1 touchdown on 90 yards, and Sterling Shepard, 4 receptions for 54 yards. Time of possession handedly went to the Buccaneers, actually. 35 minutes and 7 seconds to 24 minutes and 53 seconds. I guess Buffalo was scoring pretty fast. I'll let Marcus start this one off. Marcus, who'd you have?
Yeah, I picked the Bills. You know, when the Bills are at their finest, this is what you get. The problem is a lot of times they're up and down, but they were just good. I mean, three rushing touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns. You know, Josh Allen looking like an MVP, and just the Bucks aren't quite there yet. I feel like they're a step below the Bills, and not the top tier, but they're like right below there. And it just when the Bills are on, the Bills are on. And I picked the Bills, and I figured they would win.
Brian?
Yeah, I was with you, Marcus. I did pick the Bills as well. And you know the funny part, the Bills averaged 10.6 yards per pass play. In other words, he was throwing for a first down every time he released the ball and it was completed. That
crazy.
is crazy good.
That's crazy.
So you got to give it to the Bills. I mean, like y'all say, if they had lost this game, when the Patriots had already won, all heck would have broke loose. But they stepped up and they played a good Tampa Bay offense. Although beaten up, they still played a good Tampa Bay offense and dominated. So I picked the Bills and they picked it right.
And you know, with this loss, you know, the Panthers are like only 1 game behind Buccaneers right now.
Are they
Yeah.
really? Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Yes.
1 game behind.
Interesting. Yeah, I picked the Bills in this one too, and it's like you said, Brian. It's crazy that he was passing, basically averaging a first down on every pass. And then you look at like some of the numbers, like the Bucks had the time of possession, the Bills had more penalty yards. And I think one of the key things was that the Bills were 3 for 4 in the red zone, and the Bucks were 2 for 4 in the red zone. So that's one of the big things. But I wish we could have seen this game. I would love to have seen this game with Tampa at full strength on offense.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I really would have loved to have seen that, because looking at how they kept up with the shallow offense that they were working with, I mean, maybe even Godwin coming back could have made a difference. I would love to have seen that, but unfortunately, we didn't get to see it. But I did pick the Bills, and I got this one right. And I really picked them because they were the home team, and I knew how hurt Tampa's offense was still. So, Mark, who'd you have?
Yeah, to round it out, I took the Bills also, man. But a lot of things you make good points on. The Bills are a much better team when they playing ahead. Their defense can just pull back, pass rush, and put the pressure on you. This game had 10 lead changes. 10.
Yeah.
This was a pretty good game. It was back and forth. But I agree with you. Baker is not quite doing it like he did early this season. I think because he's missing a lot of weapons. But yeah, he needs to get back to the old Baker field that we used to seeing earlier this season. But I took the Bucks in this one. The Bills.
All right, I got everybody right. Yep. All right.
Yes.
Moving on to the next game, we had the 5-4 Chiefs going into Denver to take on the 8-2 Broncos. The Broncos won this one in a close one. I don't know. Am I allowed to say this was a good game? This was a close game. We'll just call it a close game. Denver won this one 22-19. Bo Callahan was 24 for 37, 295 yards passing. Patrick Mahomes was 29 for 45, 1 touchdown, 1 interception on 276 yards passing. Harvey, the rusher for the Broncos, 11 carries for 30 yards. Kareem Hunt, 13 carries, 1 touchdown, 59 yards. Leading receiver for the Broncos was Franklin, 4 receptions for 84 yards. And Travis Kelce was the leading receiver for the Chiefs, 9 receptions, 1 touchdown on 91 yards. Time of possession in this one, again, very close, 30-31 to 29-29, but the Broncos did pull this one out. I'll let you start this one off, Brian. Who'd you have in this one?
Yeah, in this one, I picked the team that I thought was hotter. I picked the Kansas City Chiefs, but they were not that hot against this stifling Broncos defense. They went 5 for 13 on third down and 0 for 1 on fourth down. They harassed Patrick Mahomes the whole game. The offense of the Broncos actually changed. I mean, they actually threw the ball down the field this game, which they hadn't really been doing most of the season. It's been like 10, 15 yards at the most, but he was actually getting the ball down the field. I mean, they played like the better team. You would thought that the Chiefs was the one that was more desperate, but the Broncos came out and played a fantastic game, and they deserved to win. So I picked the Chiefs, and I picked this one wrong.
Fantastic game, though. They were 1 for 5 in the red zone.
Yeah, but I mean, against Kansas City, they basically led from wire to wire, didn't they?
They were down.
Kansas City led
they were down in the second half. No,
the second half.
No, they were tied in the second half.
Tied in the second half. You're right.
But I don't think they ever.
Good.
Yeah, I don't think the Chiefs ever led in this game.
Yeah, I picked the Chiefs in this one because I thought they were a hot team too. But on the flip side, I'm just, and you know what? I was wrong. The Broncos are actually 9-2 also now, so they're tied with the Patriots for the best record. You can't go 1 for 5. And remember, I know I mentioned this before that I told you I don't trust the Broncos offense. We talked about this in a previous show. And this is an example of it. Their defense held it down great. it's hard to buy into the Broncos as good as their defense is just because their offense disappears. And I guess that's why I'm the same way with the Eagles. It's almost, I equate it to the same thing. They're winning. They actually look maybe a little bit better than the Eagles, I think, maybe. But
I mean, Bo Nix threw for 295 yards, you said.
Yeah, and
24-37.
And they were 1 for 5 in the red zone, bro. It doesn't matter. You can go up and down the field all you want like a track meet. If you ain't scoring, it don't matter, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm just going back to the point I made before is why I don't trust the Broncos. It's because of their offense. And that's mainly why I picked the Chiefs. I expected a better showing from the Chiefs. They own the Broncos pretty much. They owned the division for a while, but this just ain't that Chiefs team no more. So all y'all Chiefs fans that was coming here for Thanksgiving, y'all can stay home and maybe the ticket prices will go down. I did pick the Chiefs though, and I got this one wrong. Mark.
Yeah, I took the Chiefs in this one too, man. But I will say this about the Broncos: they got a good defense. They do run the ball. They got Dobbins hurt right now, but Bo Nix makes plays when he needs to. Bo Callahan. When he needs to, they do. It may not look pretty, but they do it.
But just not in the red zone.
Well, he made plays that got him in the field goal range to win this ball.
Right, but in the red zone, he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
This loss actually buries the Chiefs further down in the playoff picture.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about that. And then last note I'm gonna make about it: Patrick Mahomes never lost 3 consecutive games in the season. This is his first time ever.
That's wild. All right, Marcus, who'd you have?
Yeah, I also picked the Chiefs. I felt like it was a must-win game for them, and they just didn't win. The mystique is gone. Nobody's really scared of them anymore. There was a time when they won all the division games. They've lost at least 2 so far, and they still got to play the Chargers and the Broncos again. So they might lose 2 more. It just seems like the magic is gone. The dynasty might be over. This was a real bad win. Right now, they're ranked number 9 in the playoff rankings. There's a good chance they might not make the playoffs, and I don't think nobody's afraid of them anymore. I think they got they have a bye week. Who did they play this week?
So they had a bye week last week.
They know, and Andy Reid has a ridiculous record.
Yeah, remember? We talked about it coming off the bye. That was the game coming off the bye.
The best winning rate percentage coming off bye.
Oh, you know what? Here's the thing. It's the Colts. They play the Colts this week. That could be an L. And to be honest with you, I mean, we're going to have to pick this game. I'm probably picking the Cowboys against the Chiefs.
Okay. Now you really acting dumb.
Dude, come on, bro. They're not playing well. They
don't have to play.
And who's scared?
Oh, look, Brian, they're 1-4 on the road right now.
It's not like the Cowboys can't put up points. Come on, bro.
Yeah, the Cowboys can put up points and their offense may not disappear like the Broncos did.
So the Chiefs might be done if they lose these. They lose these next 2 games. That's it. They're done.
I mean, if they lose the next game, they're probably not going to make it. If they drop a 6th game, it's probably over.
Yeah, it's probably done. So, I picked the Chiefs and I was wrong.
All right.
Hey,
so
Mark,
we all got that one wrong.
Herman going on about this 1-5 when the Chiefs was 1-4.
I know, but that's why they lost too.
They were just as bad. I mean, so you could go 1-5 if the team you play goes 1-4.
But I'm just saying. I was just saying. You were talking about how Bo Callahan was going up and down the field, but he just wasn't doing nothing in the red zone. I mean, I don't know how many. 4-time 1-4.
Tomato.
Tomato. All right, let's move it to the next game. This was our Sunday night game. We had the 6-3 Lions going into Philadelphia to take on the 7-2 Eagles. The Eagles won this one in a whopping 16-9 win. Jalen Hurts was 14 for 28 for 135 whole yards passing. Wow.
You are a hater.
Jared Goff was 14.
This is the statistic. Jared Goff. Go ahead.
Jared Goff was 14 for 37, 1 touchdown, 1 interception for 255 yards. Saquon Barkley.
His sacks aren't in there.
Oh,
Sorry. Go ahead.
Saquon Barkley. I'll let you get to those stats. 26 carries for 83 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs was 12 carries for 39 yards. Leading receiver, AJ Brown, 7 receptions for 49 yards. And the leading receiver for the Lions was Jahmyr Gibbs for 5 receptions for 107 yards. Time of possession, the Eagles it was lopsided. The Eagles had the ball for 35-48, and the Lions had the ball for 24-12. Brian, I'll let you start this one off. Who'd you have in this one?
Man, I'll pick the Lions. I thought the Lions was a hotter team. I thought they were going to come out and win. I didn't know the Lions can't play when the weather's a little cold. I didn't know they can't play when the weather's a little windy. I didn't know that the Lions – huh? Yeah, but they play in a dome.
Yeah, they play
in a dome.
The weather and why they lost.
Well, I don't know. Well, when their offense goes 3 for 13 on third down and 0 for 5 on fourth down.
Mm-hmm. That's part of why they lost.
5 on fourth down, you're probably not going to win too many games. When Herman, I'm not going to take Herman shine, but you can point that right at the head coach. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. But we'll let Herbert, do his big thing on that part of it. But I picked the Lions, and I picked this wrong.
Mark, do you have in this one?
Yeah, I took the Lions on this one too, man. Jared Goff could not get into a rhythm at all. Eagles retake the NFC top spot with this win. They tried to throw to A.J. Brown early in this game, but made sure they got targets. But, man, it was tough sledding for the Lions. I took the Lions, and they got it wrong. I got it wrong.
Marcus.
Yeah, I picked the Lions as well. Like I already said, the Eagles defense, they just totally shut down Jared Goff. He was never able to get comfortable. He looked terrible the whole night, and it just they couldn't get that offense going. It looked terrible. Philadelphia Eagles defense really stepped up, and I'll let Herman get his little thing off. I got something to say about that.
Yeah,
we could all pile in on this one, but I mean,
I don't think you can't blame. You can't blame.
No, first of all,
that's who they are. That's what they do.
No.
But
now, I'm not even talking about that part. I'm not even. That's not even the worst of it, though. In all honesty, first I'm going to give my props to the Eagles defense. They did a great job of shutting down the Lions' elementary play calling crap that was out there on the field that night. They gave Dan Campbell all these props because he took over the offense, and I think he took it over. Was it against Washington? They took it over.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to pile on Washington, but he took it over against Washington, and they scored 44 points. You flip around and you go against one of the top defenses in the league, and you score 9 points, bruh. Your leading receiver is your running back. The play calling was so inept. It was ridiculous. Like, he didn't know what to do with the rush that was coming out. He didn't know how to call any plays to counter the rush that the Eagles was coming at him with. And how many times was Goff sacked, Brian?
I'm sorry, I got off the screen.
I thought you had it up.
Was it 2? Or was it more?
It was more than 2, I believe. But
I
anyway,
I don't understand ESPN's sack.
They're only showing the leading sacker, I think. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
They got 2 minus 2-12. I don't know what that means. What's that?
Yeah, he only got sacked twice.
Oh, he was only sacked twice. Okay.
He didn't only get sacked twice.
And then on top of it, then you start going for it on fourth down 5 times. 5 times in one game.
That's what they do.
And obviously they don't do it good because they were over 5.
Yeah. That was the only time, bro. I mean, come on, bro.
No. That was the second time in his career that he went I think the first time he went 0 for 4 in a game.
Well, and he's calling the plays. So what? I mean, you put all that together, and what do you got?
Can I ask you a question real quick though? Wasn't he known for defense?
Yeah, I thought he was.
He's an offensive.
But he was a tight end.
He was a tight end.
He was a tight end in the NFL, but wasn't his thing defense?
I thought he was more defense. I did, like when they said he was calling plays. I was like, I didn't know he was into that.
I don't understand why he took over. I mean, it was scoring a lot of points. The other dude was calling the plays.
Well, he need to give it back.
I don't understand why he took over.
He need to give it back, bro. For real. Like That was pathetic. It was just pathetic. Period. It was terrible. And then again, on top of it, the 0 for 5 on fourth down, bro. You didn't get it twice. You should have been punting. The Eagles' offense was not doing that great where you couldn't at least try to make them drive down the field, bro.
You know, that is one point. I give it to you on that one. The Eagles' offense wasn't doing that great.
Like I get it if their offense was burning up and down the field, but bro, in those types of games, you punt and you make them go 80 yards, 70 yards. When you got an offense, when you're going against an offense that's struggling, you don't give them short field. And half the time
Herman,
still didn't.
I didn't notice this. The Eagles rushed for more yards than they passed.
Did they really?
They rushed for 148, and they only passed for 124.
Well, there you go.
Y'all better listen to Herbert. Herbert out here schooling us, man.
But it's man.
Okay, he's tight ends. Okay.
Yeah, if you're a playoff team, and it's great to have that aggression, but he doesn't understand the line between aggression and stupidity because he crosses it a lot. He just does.
You know,
sometimes
works,
it's okay.
It usually
sometimes
works out
3
for
is
him.
good. Sometimes 3 is good.
Works out for him.
Yeah, sometimes exactly, Brian. Sometimes 3 is good.
He could have kicked those. He could have kicked 3 of those and won that game.
You can't go with usually, and it's just again, their offense was struggling. Your defense was playing good. You put them in bad situations 5 times. It was crazy, but whoo, yeah. Dan Campbell, he needs to get him play calling duties back to his OC because nah, son. No. For real, just no. If they keep this up, they're gonna be on the downward trend too. Ain't nobody gonna be scared of Detroit either. So he better figure something out.
I don't know. You know, that's probably the they used to be in the bullying. They've been bullied at least twice this season.
They have been. It's ridiculous. All right, let's move into this last game, last Monday nighter. We got we had the 4-4 Cowboys, 3-5-1 Cowboys going into Las Vegas to take on the 2-7 Raiders. The Cowboys won this road game 33-16. They played an inspired game after losing one of their teammates earlier in the week during their bye. Dak Prescott was 25 for 33, 4 touchdowns, 268 yards passing. Geno Smith was 27 for 42, 1 touchdown, 1 interception off of 238 yards passing. It was funny because during the game, I think I texted my son. I said, Geno about to throw the ball 52 times tonight, the way they was throwing the football. It was crazy. Javonte Williams was 22 carries for 93 yards. Geno Smith was the leading rusher for the Raiders. 4 carries for 14 yards. No wonder I lost that fantasy game. Genty didn't do nothing. Pickens was.
Do you see Genty's stat? I think he ran for like 7 yards that game.
Yeah, that's why I said that's why I lost.
1.2 yards in average.
That's ridiculous. Pickens 9 receptions.
They didn't give him much opportunities.
They didn't. Not at all. They didn't. You're right. Pickens was 9 receptions, 1 touchdown, 144 yards, and Brock Bowers, the tight end, 7 receptions for 72 yards. Time of possession went to the Cowboys 33 minutes, 36 seconds to 26 minutes, 24 seconds. Dallas was 3 for 5 in the red zone, while the Raiders were 1 for 3 in the red zone. Let's see. Let me look at the picks here. I'll let Mark start this one off first. Mark, who'd you pick in this one?
I took the Raiders. I don't know what I was smoking. Quentin Williams had a nice, strong debut with you all. He had a sack, 1 sack and a half, but he was very disruptive, and his presence was felt all through that game. George Pickens had a nice game too. Had over 100 yards by the first in the first half. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the Raiders suck. I don't know why I thought I picked
all right, Marcus, who'd you have?
Yeah, it was the Cowboys. Like I don't know what y'all Raider Pickens was thinking. I don't care what you say about the Cowboys. They're better than the freaking Raiders. Raiders are terrible. I mean, they have a quarterback at least. Raiders don't have a quarterback. Got a quarterback and 2 good wide receivers. So I don't know how you picking the Raiders. George Pickens just balled out. It was a good game for the Cowboys. And I picked them and I was right.
Yeah, I picked the Cowboys in this one too. Like you said, Marcus, I don't know what those Raiders pickers was thinking. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I know our defense was bad, but I had faith that our offense would get on track. It's funny because Pickens and CeeDee Lamb were benched the first series. Man, I was at the house going off like, what are we doing?
What was that about? What was that about?
It was coach's choice. It hasn't come out.
They did
something.
The rumor is they were caught gambling. Is the rumor, but nobody has.
There's no proof. Like there was a rumor too that CD was seen like throwing up at the Hard Rock Cafe at like 7:30 in the morning or something like that. Something I read.
But they were out somewhere gambling. They were out somewhere gambling.
Well, they were in Vegas. I mean, you know, so. We don't know, and you know what? I'm actually glad that it hasn't come out because Dallas puts too much stuff out in the media, and so I'm kind of glad that this one hasn't really come out. But the offense was clicking. It was good to see that again. You know, I know it was the Raiders, but the defense looked really good. I mean, you have to give them credit. And again, it was the Raiders, but you got to remember too, they shut down that explosive tight end. You know, they did keep him in check. We got some players, you know, we got Overshown back. We got a new middle linebacker. The test is going to be this Sunday against the Eagles. We're going to see if this defense is really good. With the Eagles offense struggling the way it's been struggling, you know, I don't see why they can't look as good or be as good. But I think the key is going to be for Dallas's offense. They're going to have to get it done. But I did pick the Cowboys, and I got this one right. And then I'll let the last Cowboys fan on the panel tell us why he picked the Raiders over his team.
Herman. You know why I did it. You know
don't give me that. Don't give me
the
that.
Mastermind that worked here, Herman. It worked, okay?
I thought you were going to say you didn't want me to wear the hat. I thought that's what
not Michael Irvin.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's it, Marcus. Yeah, you know, reverse psychology works every time. So, great game. Like Herman said, the defense, Quentin Williams, great adjustment. Changes a defense. One man can actually change the way a defense plays. When you take on 2 and 3 guys and you have a pass rush. Like we had the rookie out there playing corner. He did well.
He played well, yeah.
Yeah, so good. Dakota Rain Prescott, God damn you. Okay? You cost me my fantasy game. Well, actually, I'm going to take this back. CD, catch the ball and score the touchdown. That's all I needed to win my game. But you want to so I lost. I just knew I was going to win that game at halftime. I said, oh, Dak is lighting it up. Oh, I got this in the bag. If I don't get it on the touchdown, I'm going to get it on the 300 yards. I didn't get either one. So, but great game. Like Herman said, temper your expectations. The game coming up this week against the Eagles, who are trending down, should be a good statement game for the Cowboys and this newfound defense. So I picked the Raiders, and I'm glad I was wrong.
All right, how'd y'all do this week, fellas?
4-2.
3 and 3.
It was 4-2.
Terrible. 2-4.
Good Lord.
Wow. All right, let's get
Don't
into
say good Lord, Marcus. Don't say that.
All right, let's get into these games for this week. First game on the palette, we have the Thursday nighter, the 7-3 Bills going into Houston to take on the 5-5 Texans. The Bills are 3.5 point. They're giving up 3.5 points. The predictor likes the Bills only at 52%. That feels a little low, in my opinion, for the predictor.
Yeah, especially since the Texans quarterback Shroud is not playing.
But you know what's funny? They've actually looked better with Mills in there than they have.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
They have. All right. What? Oh my gosh. Since you don't believe that or don't know about that, let's hear your pick for this week. Brian, who you got?
Man, I'm going with the Buffalo Bills, man. The Bills was hot. They beat up on Atlanta. I don't think that the Texans they have a good defense, but their offense is still in question to me, so I'm going with the Bills.
Hold on. What did you say they beat up on Atlanta?
They beat
up on the Bucks.
Right. Atlanta beat right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Marcus, who you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bills. I mean, obviously a better team, and they're playing the backup quarterback. I don't care what you say about them looking better. It's still the Bills with their starting MVP quarterback against a backup quarterback. I'm taking the Bills.
Mark, who you got?
Bills Mafia. Taking the Bills.
I mean, y'all trying to dog my boy Mills, and the predictor only sees it at 52% Bills.
You're not taking the Texans. Shut up.
Play
You
the
know
music,
what?
Marcus. Just play the music. Just play it right now.
You're not taking the Texans. You're not taking
Give me the Bills because I don't believe in the Texans, whether it's Mills or Stroud playing right now. So give me the Bills. All right, here we go. This is a hard one. Who we picking here? This is going to be interesting.
This ain't hard.
We got the 8-2 Colts going into Arrowhead to take on the 5-5 Chiefs, and the Chiefs are favored 4 points, and the predictor likes the Chiefs 62% of the time. How about that? So, are we writing off the Chiefs too soon? Let's hear these picks for this week. Let's see who's
Go
got
with Marcus. Marcus said it's easy.
Yeah, let's go, Marcus. This is an easy pick. Who you got?
I'm taking Carly's Colts. Chiefs are done. I'm taking the Colts.
Interesting. Mark, who you got?
You know, the last couple of years I've taken the Chiefs and had to eat some crow for that. It's not happening this Sunday. I'm taking the Colts.
Time out. When have you ever had to eat crow taking the Chiefs?
Because they end up winning.
Okay.
Going against them, they end up winning.
But so you're going against them.
Yeah, I'm going against them.
But you choose to go against
Make that one make sense.
I'm going against them.
So you haven't learned your lesson, is what you're saying. You have not learned your lesson. Okay.
All right, Brian, who you got in this one?
Man, y'all lost y'all mind, man. I'm going with KC, man. The Colts are having a good season. They are a good team, but Kansas City is super desperate, and I think they're ultimately the better team.
They were super desperate last week.
Give me Kansas City at home, okay?
They were super desperate last week.
Yeah, they were. This is Kansas City at home.
This is a do or die game. This is a do or die game for them.
Brian, I don't know what these dudes are thinking about. Give me the Chiefs. The Chiefs are not losing 4 in a row, bruh. I'm not. No, I might write.
Hey, Herman, I'm disappointed in this guy up here.
Mr. Kool-Aid himself.
He would babysit Patrick Mahomes' kids, man.
He sure would. He done threw that man out with the trash and just turned against him. No faith at all. Yeah, they're not losing 4 games in a row, and especially not at this 4th one at home. They're not going to lose this game. So we split on that one. All right, this one should be an easy pick. All right, we got the 6-4 Jags going into Arizona to take on the 3-7 Cardinals. The predictor has the Jags at 53%, and the predictor also has Colin Murray winning his Call of Duty tournament at 79%. I'll take this one first. The Jags have surprised me this year. I don't see them losing to the Cardinals. I'm taking the Jags on the road in this one. Brian, who you got?
The Jags have not surprised me. They are a wishy-washy team. I think this game is perfect for the Cardinals. Give me the Redbirds.
What? Okay. Marcus, who you got in this one?
Yeah, I'm taking the Jags. Well, Jags have been surprising me this season. They're actually a pretty decent team. They're not consistent, but they're pretty decent. Yeah. And they'll beat the Cardinals. Come on, bro. I'm taking the Jags. You smoking the pipe, bro.
Mark, don't bail him out.
This game, I'm telling you, if Jags hold the lead over the Chiefs, so that means the Chiefs lose, the Jags will pretty much be in the driver's seat on this. I'm taking the Jags. Give me the Jags on this.
Wait, ain't the Jags leading their division?
No.
Colts are.
The Colts are. You're right. Yeah,
the Colts are. But the Jags have the top seed over the Kansas City right now. 7.
All right. So that sounds like a lone wolf to me.
That's all. You might as well wear the hat the whole show, man.
Matter of fact. When I get this one right, I don't have to wear it at all. I just won't wear it all next week.
Whatever. All right. Next game, we got the 4-6 Vikings going into Green Bay to take on the 6-3-1 Packers. Packers are 6.5-point favorites in this one. And the predictor has the Packers winning it 71% of the time. Marcus, who you got?
I am taking the Packers. Vikings are trash. McCarthy, they should have kept Donald. They messed up. I don't know how you go from 14 or something to this. I'm taking the Packers.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one. The Packers are sometimes I feel like I don't know what to expect from them. This is a division game. I'm gonna say this is probably gonna be closer than what we expected to be. It's not gonna be no blowout, but I'm gonna go with the Packers. They're the home team. I just can't see them. Like you said, the Vikings, man, they might be kicking themselves right now for not keeping Sam Darnold for real, because Darnold's doing it pretty good in Seattle right now. So, and McCarthy can't stay on the field at this point. So, yep, give me the Packers. Mark, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going with the Packers on this one too. I think the Vikings, little magic done wore off from earlier season. So yeah, give me the Packers.
And Brian.
Yeah, although I don't think the Packers are as good as advertised. I'm going with the Packers.
Yeah. You don't know which Packers is going to show up.
I mean, Jordan Love just hasn't been like Jordan Love of the past this year.
Not at all.
And right, is what's his name playing? Is there a running back playing? I know they said his knee is.
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, I know his knee is not knee surgery or anything, but I didn't know if he's going to be able to play.
He's probably not going to play. I don't think he's going to need a week, probably. But yeah, we'll see. All right, so we got this ought to be a good one. Sunday night game. 6-4 Bucks going into Los Angeles to take on the 8-2 Rams. Rams are 6.5-point favorites in this one, and the predictor has the Rams winning 64% of the time. I will start this one off first. It should be a good game. It's this hard to pick the Bucks game because we don't know who's going to be back to play or not. But right now, I said the Rams are the best team in the NFC, and I'm sticking with that. Give me the Rams. Brian, who you got?
Yeah, I'm with you, Herman. I'm going with the Rams. They're playing at home. It's a track meet. They love to play indoors. It's going to be hard for the Bucks to keep up scoring. Give me the Rams.
And Mark, who you got?
Give me the Rams.
And Marcus.
I'm going with the second best team in the NFC. I'm going with the Rams.
You are a hater. I need some sound effects. All right, here we go.
Are a hater.
Yeah, thank you. Here we go. We got the 6-5 Panthers traveling into San Francisco to take on the 7-4 49ers.
Did y'all hear what Herman just said?
What?
The 6-5 Panthers.
Yeah. Crazy, right? Taking on the 7-4 49ers. The predictor has the 49ers are 6.5-point favorites, and the predictor has the 49ers winning 73% of the time. Mark, who do you have in this one?
Give me the 49ers.
Marcus, who you got?
Yeah, give me Brock Purdy and the 49ers.
Brian?
You know what's the Panthers quarterback name?
Bryce Young.
That Joker would have been probably offensive player of the week if it wasn't for what Josh Allen did. That Joker threw for like 400 some yards the last time they played. Nonetheless, I'm going with the Niners.
Give me the Panthers.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going bold. Give me the Panthers.
Well, you know they're going. That means they take over the division.
Yep.
That means they'd be number one.
Color me
surprising.
Color me shocked.
Why? Gotta stick your head
out. Was it my little tidbit, Herman, that put you over the top, or did you already have it?
I was already gonna go with the Panthers after I looked at this game, and they're playing pretty good football right now. So
you know what? It's because he hates Brock Purdy.
Now, if
Bryce Young was the NFC Player of the Week last week.
The NFC, but he wasn't.
The NFC, but he wasn't like for the. I'm just saying he didn't have as good a game as.
Oh, you mean for the overall?
For the whole,
overall,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, overall, yeah.
Now, if Mac Jones had been playing this week, I probably would.
Oh Lord, let's go.
All right, so that concludes our last pick of the week. We'll roll into our quick final thoughts if anybody has any, and then we'll get out of here. Mark, you got a final thought?
No.
Nope. Brian, final
You
thought?
got all week to come up with these final thoughts, you know.
So what's yours?
I got one. It's not my turn yet.
Well, go ahead. It's your turn.
He always goes last because
I was gonna last.
takes the show out.
That's right.
All right, I don't have one.
Y'all suck.
Look, I don't have one this week either. Sorry. Marcus, what's your final thought?
I want to give a see, Herman. Once again, you slipping. I want to give a shout out to a frequent contributor, Diane, on his first season as a wide receivers coach for Broadway High School
Wasn't
here
his
in
first
Broadway,
season.
Virginia. Oh, it wasn't his first season as a wide
It
receiver
was
coach.
his third, I think.
As a wide
Second or
receiver coach?
third.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we happy for him.
Yeah.
Okay. They had a decent game. They lost the playoff game this past Friday, but it was a decent game, and just went out there to look and support, and it was a good season. So
Yeah, they did.
give a shout out to him, and and keep doing what you're doing.
I appreciate you going out there too, supporting them. That team was actually the 2-time defending champs for the state champs, actually, that they lost to, and yeah, they don't get me started on their offensive coordinator, but they did have a good season. I'm proud of Darian. He puts his all into that.
Yeah, and then we had to
year.
sacrifice Darian's corner for it. So
Yeah, we definitely did. So congratulations on a good season. Hopefully he'll be able to we'll see some bigger and better things, coming for him. So
All right, before we get out of here, I want to encourage everyone to like, share, and subscribe, especially if you're watching on Facebook. Especially watching YouTube. You can catch us on Facebook in our Facebook group, The Laird Game, on X at The Laird Game 3, on Instagram at The Official Laird Game, and on TikTok at The Laird Game 91. You can also catch us on the Aboriginal Sports Network. We broadcast over there at the same time we broadcast over here. So go over there and check those guys out. And we will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Peace. We out.
peace.